Hello, Queens. It's Sandra Lee. Elo's topic for today is about rejection. I'm going to talk about this at a couple of levels. One is that as a business person, rejection is just a normal part of life because some people are going to want my product or service and some people aren't. So just being able to be okay with whatever someone's decision about that is critical for operating a business. So it's like learning to be able to make my offer to someone and say, this is how I think I can serve you and help you. And then be totally okay with whatever the decision is that they make about doing business with me or not. Really important for being in business to not be attached to the results and just accept that sometimes people are going to say yes and sometimes people are going to say no. So there's that. Then let's talk about rejection on a more personal level. In a couple of times in my life, I have had people who are really close friends to me, very, very close. And they just decide they don't want to have anything to do with me anymore. And out of the middle of nowhere, totally unexpected, and without having a conversation with me, they just say, "We're not friends anymore," and cut me off. That's happened twice to me in a relatively short period of time. So twice within 1 year. People who were very close to me, just no friendship at all, and no ability to talk with them about it. So for me, it really makes a difference being able to talk with people, to work out whatever it is that needs to be worked out so that we can be back in integrity with the status of our relationship. But sometimes for the other person, they're not interested in having that conversation. And I can't make them have the conversation. So it's really difficult for me when that happens. In my opinion, any really important relationship, I consider them to be 100% unbreakable. Like, no matter what happens, there should be a way for us to, through communication, to work through it so that we can go back to having a relationship that works. But that does require that the other person be willing to participate in this with me. And sometimes the person's just not willing and is not willing to explain why. That's what was so difficult for me about these two relationships, where the person just said, "You know what? I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore," and no ability to talk with them about it. And that's what had it be so difficult. And it took a long time for me to get over that with both of those relationships. It happened with the first one. And then the second one, 6 months or so later, it happened with another friend. And I still don't really know what happened there. And it took me a long, long, long time to get over it. I mean, now I don't really feel like I'm stuck associated with those, but it was hard. Took a long time. Now I don't actively feel pain associated with them, but I did for a long time. So there you go. That's how I feel about rejection and how I handle it. Thanks. Have a wonderful day. Breathe.